For you to understand the fuel situation in Kenya, you first have to understand the government-to-government deal, or rather, the famous G2G imports deal that cushions you from lack of fuel in Kenya. And in this episode, we dive deeper, we analyze what it means and what it means for Kenya. The system was introduced in March 2023, shifting fuel procurement away from private international traders to direct state-linked arrangements with major Gulf oil suppliers. Under this model, Kenya imports fuel through government-coordinated agreements with key suppliers including Emirates National Oil Company, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, and Saudi Aramco. One of the key features of the arrangement is that fuel is supplied on credit, typically around 180 days, easing immediate pressure on dollar demand at the point of purchase. In terms of volumes, the scale remains significant. Kenya receives approximately 3 batches of 85,000 metric tons of diesel, translating to about 300 million liters. Super petrol comes in at 2 batches of 85,000 metric tons, equivalent to roughly 230 million liters. Jet A1 and kerosene are also included at around 80,000 metric tons, translating to about 98 million liters. Breaking it further down by suppliers, the Emirates National Oil Company Aramco, working with Gulf Energy, supplies between 250,000 and 350,000 metric tons of petrol every month, equivalent to roughly 339,000 to 475 million liters. Saudi Aramco, through Oryx Energies and Galana Oil Kenya, supplies diesel volumes estimated between 160,000 to 180 metric tons monthly, translating to about 188 to 212 million liters. Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, also working with Gulf Energy, supplies diesel and jet fuel, including 170,000 to 200,000 metric tons of diesel and 80,000 metric tons of jet A1, roughly 98 million liters. In recent adjustments, additional firms such as B Energy Limited, Asharami Synergy Limited, and One Petroleum were introduced into the system, expanding participation but also raising questions over oversight and transparency. However, the deal has not been without controversy. It has increasingly come under scrutiny from sections of the opposition who have raised concerns over transparency, pricing structures, and the concentration of import power among few players. Critics argue that the system could limit competition and reduce visibility on how fuel prices are determined.
But what was being hidden from the public was the real culprits of this scandal. The team leader of this oil scandal is William Ruto, Felix Koskei, and the abroad-based expert, the CS for Energy and Petroleum, Mr. Opio Wandai.
Even as it reshapes the import chain. Now, despite its structure, Kenya remains exposed to global shocks. The ongoing conflict involving Iran has disrupted global markets, threatening supply routes and pushing crude oil prices higher worldwide. Because Kenya is an import-dependent economy, it continues to buy fuel at international market prices, even under the G2G framework. This means that while the deal ensures steady supply and reduces shortages, it does not directly control pump prices, and that is why fuel prices remain high. Taxes and levies still apply locally, and global crude prices remain volatile.
We went into negotiation with different governments who participated, and we have closed and signed the deal with Aramco of Saudi for supply of 2 products, 2 AGO cargos every month for a period of 6 months, though we have a contract for 270 days. We did close a deal additionally with Aramco for supply of similar amount, 2 cargos of AGO for every month.
Government officials, however, maintain that the G2G arrangement has stabilized supply, prevented fuel shortages, and helped cushion the economy from deeper shocks.
The oil companies pay in shillings. Only one company, the OMC, which is importing, the aggregator, will pay, opens a dollar LC. Yeah, and that means that, again, we have made arrangement with the banks so that there is actually no cost implications for them. so that the prices of issuing LC and confirming LCs are actually fixed.
While the deal cushions Kenya against fuel shortages, attention has shifted to value for money, accountability, and oversight. Christabel Njeri, and this is PMTV.